I'd like to share this model where some analysts are talking about it already when it comes to Bitcoin status. And this could be the last chance for the market to show off if the bulls have still strength.
This is Healthy Minds giving you bites and pieces of crypto news.
So tignan natin kung paano natin ma-analyze to and kung nasaan tayo. But before that, of course, we would like to talk about what's going on the market. And right now, we are down at 1.2 plus trillion. For the past 24 hours, we have $121 billion. The Bitcoin dominance is blowing up right now at 46.8%. And if you're going to see also the rest of the market news that we have Bitcoiners are working with El Salvador leaders. As we know, El Salvador is the first country that actually make Bitcoin as a legal tenders. It also mentioned here that Bitcoin in a bear market, experts are even not sure if we are already entering this type of trend. So let's also check this whale who is somehow will give us a glance on how we could play this market. And makikita natin dito for the last June 22, today, yes, this whale just bought around 1,062 Bitcoin at the price of 32,600 range. So it seems like this whale is trying to check this market has a possibility that it will bounce now. And speaking of that, is holding already 100 plus Bitcoin, and the amount of it is around $4 billion. So somehow, magagamit natin tong tool na to on navigating this market. Let's check the DXY or the dollar currency index that it had bounced from its lowest around 89.5% or points, now up to 92 plus percentage when it comes to the rest of the currencies. Meanwhile, on the S&P 500, you could say the stocks in comparison to the US, we could see that we just had a strong bounce after reaching or recording again another all-time high last June 14 and 15. So it seems like this corrections is having another bounce. We will know in few days if this will be a reactive action or this is continuation of correction, but seems like this engulfing candle is really showing a huge strength. And in comparison to Bitcoin, somehow it is still continuing to have this correction. So talking about this model that I just showed you guys, it's called the Three Peaks and the Dome House. Let's see which stage are we in. Basically, this model has been working for different markets. We have here this HUI pattern. It also happened in gold and in other charts on Dow. So you could check this pattern, obviously working on different market. And it seems like Bitcoin is not exempted with that. And with this one, I'd like to show you guys which stage are we in now. So obviously, we already finished this 1, 2 counting in comparison to this model. Let's try to pull this out here. So 1, 2, and then we see here the 3 heads in our count. You could identify this one on this 3 heads here. So looks like the 3, 4, 5, and 6 scenarios are already done, as you can see. And then this downward action here is the 8, 9. So looks like this part. And finally, we are consolidating on this count. So is it really showing the same count as it shows here? It's a 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 before it bounced, as the model says here, going to test probably this all-time high again, and then finally have its another record of all-time high and count as the number 15. So we should be, or we are expecting to have a strong move on the bulls if this will happen. But of course, we will not expecting a straight line moving to the upward side. What will happen here is actually, if you're going to compare it on my LiQWYD count, I'm still expecting some few downward action. So still, we might still reach this level around 24,000, even to 20,000, 18,000 for a possible deep dive to complete the count of 4. But there's also possibility that this 4 is already completed with this ABC count. So we will find out it in a few days, and from here we will know if this model is validated with this counting. So I'd like to thank everyone for supporting this channel. Let's make this community much stronger. By the way, feel free to bring down all your comments and let's talk about it. Also, perhaps you could add some altcoins that you wish to in our technical analysis. Pag-usapan natin to, whether we are in a bear or in a bull market, we'll make sure that everyone is updated. Thank you. Ciao.
Once again, this is Healthy Minds reminding you that you're not a financial advisor, so always do your own diligence.